number 3 I would like to invite คุณชนันชิดาแสงอาราม and her topic is living with education ลำดับที่3นะครับอยากจะขอเรียนเชิญคุณชนันชิดาแสงอารามครับกับหัวข้อที่ชื่อว่าการศึกษากับชีวิตประจำวันคุณชนันชิดา please
Good morning, honorable judges and audience. My name is Chananchida Sangaram, and I'm studying in Ekamai International School. In the upcoming school year, I will become a senior. And as my high school life is drawing near to the end, I often ask myself, what have I learned these past 12 years? Well, the first things that came to mind are how to procrastinate efficiently, how to study on the last day for the test, how to finish my projects on the last day, or how to copy homework from my friends. Well, I believe that every student in human history has had the same experience of not wanting to go to school when it opens and thinking that everything we learn is useless. Math and science are difficult subjects with countless things to memorize. Literature is an endless hunt for symbols and meanings behind cryptic words. Geography is the study of cultures and countries we will never encounter in our lifetime, and history is boring and complicated with no apparent use in real life. Well, I can tell you that the education system is flawed, but we are all flawed too. First of all, I'd like you all to keep in mind that education is not only about you getting into a good university and having a good job in order to have a more comfortable life. It is about society as a whole being interdependent. We are able to have a convenient life today because people in the past have invented great things for us to use. It is now our duty to do the same thing for our generation and the future generations. Remember that just like how you hope other people to do something and make your lives better, other people are hoping the same thing out of you. This concept of interdependence cannot work without an initiative. And luckily, I believe that education is a great initiative for all of us to be able to improve the world we live in. And although education can give us the opportunity to make this world a better place, nothing except the eagerness to learn can help people realize the true value of education. Without a desire to actively seek for knowledge, school is indeed useless. I think that before thinking of changing the whole education system, we should start by being grateful to all the new things we are learning in school or have learned in school, and try to find ways to apply them to our real life. I would say that in general, science helps us to see simple things in life in a more interesting light, such as seeing the blue sky or the rainbow. Literature can help us understand other people's life more with empathy and sympathy. And analyzing and looking for symbols can help us in communication, since all communication is symbolic. When you talk to people, they don't always tell you something directly. And by studying history, we can look at the choices we made or are going to make in a broader context, since we are the ones creating history. I'd like to share a personal experience of mine last year when I watched The Avengers with my friends. Well, after we watched the movies, we proceeded to discuss it. And in addition to the storyline and the great action, we somehow ended up discussing the physics of the aircraft carrier or Iron Man suit, whether it was practical in real life. And we even tried to analyze why the Hulk's personality changed at the end of the movie. And when someone talked about Thor and Loki, a friend of mine dragged the conversation into Norse mythology, which led to Greek mythology, and it became a really long conversation. But it was really amazing and mind-blowing for me how one seemingly shallow action comedy movie like The Avengers could turn into a long, interesting, informative discussion with several different aspects. So, this is the best thing about education. It makes the most simplest things in life more interesting. So, the next time you are sleeping or daydreaming in class about something great you can do, please remember that the fact that you are in school is as equally profound and interesting as changing the world. By actively seeking for knowledge and self-improvement, you can pave the way for an even more intriguing and captivating education system. So you can shape the future with your own hands. Thank you for listening and may you all have a wonderful school year ahead.